Are you a 1 wing 2 or a 1 wing 9? Let's find out. The camera's crooked. What? The entire video is gonna look like it was shot on the deck of the Titanic when it was sinking. Is that what you want? Oh shoot, should we start over? Do you want your video to be less than perfect? This is the type 1 wing video, so the comment section is gonna be a disaster. Well, don't just stand there, fix it. I'm not qualified. I didn't go to film school and I don't wanna mess it up even more than it already is. Fine, I'll do it. Fine, I might as well learn. No, you gotta take it off the C-stand or whatever this is. It's not a C-stand, it's a tripod. Ow, stop pushing me. I'm not pushing. I'm not joking around. Okay, guys, can we just, oh, you fiddle with this thing? You fiddle it and then tilt it back up. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Yes! Good job! Awesome! Good job! High five! Thank you. Anyway, if you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Abby, and this is my channel all about the Enneagram and personality types so that you can discover you. So I bet you clicked on this video because you know you are an Enneagram Type 1, the reformer, but you just can't decide on your wing. So let's do a quick wing refresher. Wings are your 2 neighbor numbers by your side on the Enneagram symbol. So for Enneagram 1s, their wing options are wing 9 and wing 2. If someone says they're a 1 wing 7, that's not a thing because they're not neighbor numbers. So your only 2 options if you are a type 1 is a wing 2 or a wing 9. Now this is important, but we all use our wings to varying degrees. So even if you find yourself relying more heavily on one wing than the other, that doesn't mean that you don't use your other wing. Some people also find that they have balanced wings. So keep that in mind as we go into it. You probably use a little bit of both of your wings. If you want to know more about wings, I'll link my beginner's video right here. Now, let's take some time to discover what kind of type 1 you are. Whose dog is this? I just found it running around like a little squirmy wormy. This is extremely irresponsible dog ownership. Hello? Whose dog is this? I'm gonna take it home. Oh, I'm taking you home. As an Enneagram 1 wing 9, some people call me the Idealist. Now, I can kind of see how people would come up with that nickname. I look at the world and I think, how can this be better, right? There's so much injustice in the world. I mean, just awful things that it's best not to dwell on the emotions of it, you know? How can we make change if we're not objective, you know, looking at it with clear eyes? You might be a 1 wing 9 if you're analytical, subdued, and highly subjective. This wing pairing is really good at pointing out what needs to be fixed in the world. That's like the 1 talking, while expressing it in a really peaceable way. That's the 9 influence. The 1 wing 9 pairing is interesting because it's in conflict with each other. The main type 1 seeks to improve themselves and the world around them, and then the influence of the 9 wing swoops in with a pretty drastic avoidance of conflict. See, type 9s stay away from any possible tension in fear of losing connection with other people. That is like their worst nightmare. Sorry, I need to hold my doggy while I talk because he is having some abandonment issues. So anyway, so because these 2 types are in discord with each other, Enneagram 1 wing 9s often mistype as Enneagram 5s. That's because the behaviors of Enneagram 5s and Enneagram 1 wing 9s looks the same. They're both analytical, they can be really withdrawn, they can be super objective, so the behavior looks the same, but the motivations and the actual core type, that is what is different. The beautiful thing that 1 wing 9s bring to the table is the ability to approach justice and fight for justice, but in a softer, gentler way. Now let's talk about 1 wing 2s. Hi, welcome, welcome. Come on in, I made you some cookies. I am so sorry to hear that you've been having relationship problems. I've come up with an entire list of ideas that I think is going to improve your communication. Peppermint Jojo? I'm a 1 wing 2, and my friends and family call me the activist or the advocate. You know, if there was a movie about me, I think that my part would be played by Emma Watson, because I freaking love her. But also, I just think she's like not like your typical celebrity, you know? When she wants to get something done, she rolls up her sleeves and she does it herself. She was a UN Goodwill ambassador. She like launched that whole campaign for gender equality. She was freaking awesome. Yeah, she would definitely play me in a movie, I think. I should write a letter. You might be a 1 wing 2 if you're wise beyond your years, very social, and more action-oriented. You probably probably have trouble with inflexible thinking. So what that looks like is a lot of things are black and white to you and you have trouble seeing the shades of gray. Unlike the one-wing 9 whose wing pairing conflicts with each other, the one-wing 2, these types blend together like a smoothie. Both the 1 and the 2 are complementary in the things that they're reaching for, the things that they're running towards. The 1 towards being good and the 2 towards being loved. The beautiful thing about this wing combination is that this pairing is super good at taking action, getting things done, doing the work that needs to be done to fix things. If you think you might be another type in wing pairing, I recommend watching any of my 1 through 9 wing pairing videos. It walks you through each of the wings and what that might look like for your life. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.